What is up, everybody, and welcome to Discovering Fandoms. My name is MsRheyRhey, and today we will be talking about Steven Universe. Our main character of this show is, of course, little Steven Universe, along with his four guardians, which are his father Greg and his three aunts, moms, I don't know how to describe it really, who are Pearl, Garnet, and Amethyst. His mother, Rose Quartz, unfortunately passed away in order to give birth to Steven. So that is a background, very first and foremost, in this show. The setting for this show is a little tourist town called Beach City, who has its own little peninsula, and of course, you can tell just by the wording, is a beach city. Now, the plot for Steven Universe I find actually kind of simple in the beginning. Steven, along with the Crystal Gems, which is what they call themselves, go around and collect remnants of this Crystal Gem War that was fought on Earth for the Earth. And while they do that, Steven learns more about Crystal Gem history and more about this world that he won't get to be a part of, and along with discovering this culture that he's only half a part of, discovering his powers and how to use them and all these different things he is and basically all of these things that he is learning about himself. The show overall, I think, is actually really, really cute because Steven is just a really super likable little character, and so is everyone else. The creator of Steven Universe, Rebecca Sugar, and her team actually are doing an awesome job with everything. They introduced concepts that haven't really been in cartoons before, or cartoons that we're used to seeing. It's kind of revolutionary if you think about it, because kind of a spoiler, kind of not. The Crystal Gems, while they appear to be female, are actually very genderless or gender fluid. I don't know how that would how that translate, because their form is not actually a physical form. It is just kind of a manifestation of what they want others to perceive them to be. Their actual form is the gem that is on their body. Steven, on the other hand, is actually a physical form. He is flesh and bones because of his half-human side. What I really love about this is what I really like about the show is the character development that you see, but you don't really notice. You notice it, but in a very subtle way. You go from episode 1 to episode 50, and you'll be like, oh my god, this character grew up so much, and I'm so proud of them. Not only with Steven, but the Crystal Gems themselves, because they fought in this Crystal War gem that was on Earth. That was on Earth, and losing their most trusted friend, Rose Quartz, in order to take care of Steven, it really put a lot of stress. It really put a lot of stress on their psyche, and it's interesting how you kind of see it come out every once in a while in the show, in ways you really don't expect, in ways you really don't think of until you go back and see, oh, this is what's happening. But that's kind of getting into some spoiler territory, so I'm going to try to suppress that in me and not give you spoilers, because this is just a fandom review. The art style of the show I really like. It can be, it's drawn in a way that it's very cutesy when they're having their cutesy moments, but also it can how do I say this? it could be serious when the moment like really needs to be. And I think that they did very, very awesome, or a very awesome job in the art style department. One character I need to mention, because if I don't, I'm just going to focus on the crystal gems, is Steven's father, Greg. He is the one that did fall in love with rose quartz. What I love about Greg Universe is that he is actually very understanding. The realization that he fell in love with an alien and that there are aliens on Earth, he was actually, I don't know how to describe it, but he seems to be very adaptable character when it comes to circumstances in the show, because he is always just like right there. He's very supportive in everything that Steven and the Crystal Gems do. He's almost kind of like a voice of reason sometimes, but I feel like they need that because they're not Earthlings and he's like their ground, whether they know it or not. So overall, I really love the show, and I know there are people out there that do as well. So if you want to start watching it, I suggest doing it soon. I think if you start now, you can probably get through all the episodes before May 12th, which is when the Steven Bomb is supposed to restart for this year. And I hear it's going to be a slow burner, so it's going to be like an episode a week. So that should be fun for all of us who've only gotten like Steven Bomb's like episodes in a condensed week, and then we have to wait and wait for more. But it's a really awesome show, and I really, really hope that you check it out, because the show is awesome. The people making the show are awesome. The people making the show are awesome, if I could talk, because, you know, English is my first language, but that doesn't mean I know it. But that is my overall review of the Steven Universe Fandom. Thank you guys so much for watching. I very, very much appreciate it, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful life.